Hello, everybody. I am back and am ecstatic to be joined by my man, Jimmy Mahan, founder, owner of Roadshow Cards and all the good stuff we're doing there. And it's time for another episode of Jimmy's Gems. Um, and I don't have to tell Jimmy it's March Madness time.
Best day of the year. Let's start it. Let's go.
He's got Kentucky playing later tonight, but he took some time from that excitement to come on to Jimmy's Gems, talk about a few cards and what they mean to him and why. So I don't want to keep you. So you show us what you got and tell us why you picked those two today.
Man, the shop's busy today. It's a good thing.
I love it.
But I had to do this. Two cards with collegiate ties, which, again, the gems is not about value of the card always, even though we've got some big ones and things like that, but it's about value to the collector, right? Why are these gems to me? And one of these is crazy, but they both got the college ties, and I love college cards, even though they don't sell as high as pro, of course. We all know that, but the uniqueness of them, especially in a college town, a college state, mean a lot to me. So the first one is this one, which this is 10 of 50.
10 of 50.
And this came in a trade with my man, Alex Connell, one of my favorite people on the planet. And this is Steph Curry at Davidson. And an inscription of great day to be a Wildcat. And clearly I need to just get this slabbed and authenticated, but I have zero time in my life. I haven't done that yet. But this was part of a really special thing. Alex and I got to be friends on Instagram. And his dad is an old shooting coach for the Sixers. And Alex is an old soul that collects Wilt Chamberlain and old like the Lou Alcindor or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cards and things like that. That I'm the same way, and I just love that stuff. We never saw these guys play, but he was looking for a Wilt Chamberlain incredible autograph, which is a extraordinarily difficult card and to find, and I was able to jump in and help secure it for him and give it to him on a visit when he and his wife Jen came, who I just adore. And they came and I gave it to him in a flawless case, center court at Rupp Arena, about 4 hours before a game. And like, here's your card.
Wow.
And I didn't want anything for it, but this was one of his big cards. And he's like, you have to take it. And I was like, well, I'll never sell it, which I won't. But I was in Carolina. I was living in Carolina when he had his huge magical run. I love Steph Curry, not as much as Ryan and Justin, but I love Steph Curry. And to me, that is not only a special card in his college uniform of a transcendental player, but the story of the Wilt Chamberlain and Alex and Jen and center court rub that came with this, to me, makes it a gem.
Yeah, and Alex is awesome. You're right. I've never had the pleasure of meeting his wife, but he's awesome.
Visit.
What was his reaction when you presented the card to him?
It was a lot of like it wasn't like go nuts. He was more subdued, more of a shock thing. But and he kind of knew it was kind of coming ish.
Yeah.
But it's different when you're standing in the center of court of Rupp Arena and you get your dream card. Like it was just awesome. It was. He's the best. I'm such a fan of him and his wife. So, and now he's got awesome. 2 little ones. So I'm gonna spoil them rotten.
That's great. I love it. That's a great story.
The other one is this one, and this is not an expensive card, but it's a gem to me. So this is a flawless auto. There are lots this year. I think D Wade had one. I think some other guys, big names, had some. But Taishan in his Kentucky jersey and his Pistons jersey auto, and that's 3 of 5. And I love this because a lot of people know, but I worked for Tubby and was Tayshawn's academic counselor a long time ago. So I was there when he was on the Cats and got to see a lot of special performances. And he's a great human being. He's a great guy. He's always been super kind to me. Look, we're not like close, like sharing deep secrets, but he is a friend. And then on that note, the year they won the championship over the Lakers, he invited us all up to go to see the game where they actually closed out the Indiana Pacers with Artest and those guys. And it was like the next game would be in LA against LA in the NBA Finals. And it's like, we're like, what are we doing here? I'm just this little redneck dude. And you're sitting having dinner with like Chauncey, and Rasheed Wallace was serving his drinks after they won the Eastern Conference. And like, there's only like 20 people in the room. Like, what are we doing here? Like, tell you who you're going to guard. Like, probably Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, knife across the plate. Like, what is going on? So to me, there's a lot of memories in a card like this where I was in person for a lot of this. I was in person for one game on this that was special, and they went on to be champions. But, that's probably a $35 card. It means the world to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's so when you're looking at some of these special cards, like what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it the moment, the memory behind it? Is it the player? And then, oh yeah, I've got a story about this. Like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
It's the memory. It really is. It's that moment, that time, or several moments, like in that Taishan card, where it's like, I always tell people when they collect, if they're collecting, not a flipper, which is always different, but if the value of your collection went to $0, would you still want it on the display in your man cave or in your room or on my office desk? Every card I have here, if it was worth less than a bag of Jawbreakers, I would still want it on my desk because it reminds me of great moments and great days in my life. And to me, that's no different than art you put up in your house or bookshelves and things. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. So why not? And sometimes it's big cards, yes. And I love them just as much as anybody. Big cards that can go up and be real, of course. But it's not everything I have up here. I see that, and it's that, oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, and those memories are, in most cases, way more valuable than a dollar value.
Yes, always. I mean, it's just, and I think what it does, too, is it keeps you grateful. I try and be grateful all the time. I get it. Sometimes, of course, the internet's the internet, and you see people that are like, that guy can't be that happy all the time. It's just a show. Like, really, I am.
True.
Like, it's not
true.
like I'm the exact same. You can tell, like, I'm the same dude in person. Like, I work hard, I have good days, I have bad days, but I'm always grateful that I got up and my feet hit the floor this morning, and I get to work in sports cards. And I've got all these things up here remind me, like, man, this has been a great, great life, and it continues to be. And these are the fun things to look back on. And then it's always about, to me, okay, when people say, what's the best day of your life? It's not really these moments. To me, it's the answer should always be tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not living in high school. I'm not living in college. I'm not living in some boom. Best day's tomorrow. But these are all great days.
Yeah. Well, the biggest Jim is, I think, Jimmy himself. I could do this all day, every day, and just come away a better person. That's another episode of Jimmy's Gems. Jimmy, you're awesome. And we'll do it again real soon.
Go Cats. Enjoy the madness.